Subtraction. Subtraction is finding the difference between two numbers. So the answer you get when you subtract is called the difference. So subtraction could mean taking away, reducing, decreasing the value, comparing and telling the difference between amounts. Whatever happens with subtraction, usually you end up with a smaller amount in the end. There are words associated with subtraction. One is subtrahend. Subtrahend is the number, the bigger number that you are subtracting from. Minuend is the amount you are subtracting. So, in the example I have below, 570 minus 355. 570 would be the subtrahend. 355 would be the minuend, because that's what we're subtracting from 570. An example of a time when you would need to subtract is if something was you were giving something away, or something went away, or there was less in the end. For example, John has 48 balloons, 16 fly away. How many does he have now? Because the balloons are going away, they're being taken away from the group that he has, we want to use subtraction. One of the important things that you are going to need to know with subtraction is that you are going to need to use regrouping, renaming, or trading. They all are synonyms that mean the same thing. It's trading a group of tens for one group, or the other way around, trading one group to make 10, to make a group of 10. An example would be is if I had 100 base 10 block, which is a flat, and I traded it for 10 tens. 100 block is the same as 10 tens. So you can see those words over here. And if you count it by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, you can see it's worth 100. So those are called rods in base 10 blocks. So we're going to kind of use those rods to help us today. So we're going to do the problem 570 minus 355. If you look at my base 10 blocks, you can see that I have 5 hundredths. So I'm going to kind of write as we go along. So I have 5 hundredths. And right now, I have 7 tens. So I'm going to write that. And you know what? Let me label each place. My ones, my tens, my hundreds. So I have 5 hundredths, 7 tens, and 0 ones. And so the point of subtraction is to take away or to make less. So if I'm going to take away 355, a lot of people believe that you always have to subtract starting with the ones column, but that is not true. You can subtract starting either way. You can start with the hundreds or with the ones. I will show you the ones today, and I can show you the other way another time. Okay, so 570 is what we're starting with. 355 is what we are taking away. That means we have to take away 5 ones, 5 tens, and 3 hundredths. Okay? Well, if I look at my ones column, I'm supposed to take away 5, but I don't have 5. So this is where the regrouping, renaming, or trading comes in to help us. A lot of students would just take 5 minus 0. But you can't do that because you're starting out with 0. So you have to start out with the whole number 570. So I'm going to take 110. This is what you do. This is called regrouping. I'm going to take 110 and I'm going to trade it for 10 ones. So here's one rod. I'm going to put that back, and I'm going to count out 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to point out that I did not change the value. I still have 570. Even though I have 6 tens, which is 60, I now have 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. I still have 570 altogether. Now, just for helping us sake, when you're subtracting, you would regroup this 7 and now tell what we have, which is really 6. And instead of having zeros, I have 10 ones now. So I have 5 hundreds, 6 tens, and 10 tens. So now I am able to take away 5, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take away 5 of these. So as you can see, I am left with 5. Trying to find a good color here. Use yellow. So now I am left with 5 ones. And now it tells me that I need to take away 5 tens. So that is what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I took away 5 tens. I also took away my line here. Uh-oh. So as you can see, I have 1 10 left. And so now it tells me I need to take away 3 hundredths, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Took away 3 hundredths. So now, if I write what's left here, I can see that I have 1 10 left, and I have 2 hundredths. So my answer is 215. And that is subtraction.